Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. So sorry, so late. I've been super busy. And I have not had a lot of time to go live during the day because I haven't really been super busy. I've just been chilling. So, how are y'all? I see a few of y'all in the comments waiting. Appreciate that. So, the video is titled Not For Everyone. And I'm not getting ready to go on another rant and stuff like that. I feel that, what's done is done. And, I just have to move on from all of that. So we're happy to be here for y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And, if my message makes you uncomfortable, please watch something that makes you more comfortable and allow yourself to, go where you feel good and, things like that. So for those of you who definitely agree with the message that I speak, let's talk, shall we? So we are here because am I getting divorced? No, why would I get divorced? Girl, I'm in it for the long haul. So I don't know why people spread so many rumors that are never going to be true. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm never getting divorced. Okay, so y'all can stop asking. If somebody else wants me out there, that's so sweet, but y'all gotta wait. Y'all just gonna have to wait. You still want me when I'm, old, whatnot. But don't be mad. A lot of people don't want to see people thrive and do well and keep their families as they are. But a lot of people, we ain't never gone nowhere. But it's been here too long. Y'all know. I forgot about that movie already, y'all. The Barbie movie. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on that because it's already gone out of my mind. So, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, a spoiler alert, we don't get divorced. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so bringing another man to the table. Oh, goodness, guys. Well, men bring women all the time, so what's the difference? Why do you think men ask that question in the first place? What do you bring to the table? Because they're comparing you to another woman that they already probably are dealing with anyway. So that's the only reason that they would ask that dumb question. So answer it, for the reaction. Okay. So, well, the only questions that I don't like if I tell you all the questions that I don't like or the comments that I don't like, it will just fuel the trolls to actually continue to do that. So I just say, use your common sense. All right. So it doesn't matter what time it is where I am. It really doesn't matter. I'm awake. I don't work. So I can do whatever I want when I want. So don't worry about me. I'm good. Do I feel that your ideologies are same as they were 10 years ago and when you started? I'm not sure because I don't go back and watch my videos from 10 years ago. So, I'm not sure. I would have to go back 10 years ago and watch those videos in order to see if they're still the same. I would like to think that most of my ideas may change a little bit. So with the time, because everything changes. I also don't feel still that depending on the circumstance, my circumstance is very different than a lot of you guys' circumstances. So, for example, my message is more for women who want to date for money or want to date so they don't have to work or do anything. It's not for everybody. It's not for everyone. So that's why I feel like my my videos from 10 years ago, they started off with me trying to find my way and what to talk to you guys about. You know what I'm saying? And so pretty much the same, you know, get someone that can provide and give you the things that you want so you don't have to struggle and things like that. Okay. So that was my main message to start with. Get someone that you don't have to struggle with or work too hard with. That's my main message. Everything else just, you know, came from people's situations, people's questions, experiences, and things like that. Okay. Oh, like I said, if you guys are typing in all caps, I'm going to put you in a timeout because I know some of you guys aren't familiar with how I like the comments. I don't like people that type all caps, typing all caps, because, you know, it's just kind of rude. So don't do that. Now, a lot of people misconstrue that I mean to go out and get a millionaire and live the luxury life. No, I said find someone who does not need you to do the most for the least. Find someone that is going to allow you to, you know, do whatever you want, as far as, you know, not having to work and contribute too much unless you want to. It should definitely be optional. You know, I know that there's a lot of new people and younger people watching that may have been offended by, you know, some of the videos that someone put on TikTok, but my videos are more for women who are marrying or dating for, you know, to better their lives so they don't have to work as hard or work as much, and they can actually enjoy their lives and, you know, things like that. So that's where my message still is. That's where it's always going to be. Okay. Any man that's making you do too much, he might as well have another man. Okay. That's my opinion. Okay. How to react if your guy only been with you once sexually in 2023? I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully he gets you a nice gift for whatever holiday is coming up soon, and, you know, whatever. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, if whatever, I hope he gets you a nice gift. That's all I can tell you. And if he doesn't, then, you know, find someone who will. All right. What happens when our older man dies 20 years before us? I don't know yet. I can't answer that question for you. Maybe you should ask someone who's been through that. Okay. I have no idea yet. So if I'm still on YouTube and that occurs, I definitely will let you guys know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How do you stomach being intimate with a provider you are not attracted to? If you can get out of it, then get out of it. If you can't, then, you know, be out of it here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It just, okay. And a lot of people depend on their ability to not care in order to receive the benefits of being with a provider that they're not attracted to. So, for example, a lot of women who work and get sexually harassed at work or harassed at work, they're not attracted to a lot of those people that are harassing them, but they still put up with it. A lot of women don't like working in an environment with messy coworkers or a demanding boss, but they still put up with it for a paycheck. So my best thing that I can tell you is it's no worse than driving every day to a miserable job, putting your kids in daycare, you know, working with jealous or, you know, coworkers you don't get along with, and then doing the most for a little piece of check, and then having to do it all over again every day, every day. You know, most women would rather sleep with someone that they are unattracted with a couple of times, and instead of doing all of that for years and years and years. So it just depends on what your goal is. What is your goal? You know, a lot of people will take some drinks. A lot of people will, you know, get it over it real quick and be done. I mean, what's 2 minutes? You know, sometimes 2 minutes rolling around on a mattress is worth 3 times your paycheck and whatever you were earning on a job. Okay. Just think about it that way. If you can't do that, then go to work, ma'am. Go to work. I'm just saying, go to work if you can't do all that. I mean, a lot of women would rather, okay, so here's my thing. And I tell you guys this in my older videos, like, get all of that out of the way when you're younger. And then when you get a little bit older, it won't even matter. You know, it's like, get all the cute guys while you're young, so you don't ever have to, you know, feel like you missed out or anything. There you go. If you don't want to sleep with your provider, but women think it's easy to sleep with Dusties, yeah. My mind would be more at ease sleeping with somebody with money than somebody with no money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. The reason being is because something happens. I can't call them and say, hey, I need you. If something happens, like if someone got pregnant, you can't say, hey, baby, we getting ready to have a baby. And you know your life's going to be good. So I would like, the after effects are going to be much better than sleeping with a Dusty. All right. Okay. It's like being a nurse. You just help them tend to a bodily function. Exactly. How to deal with a cousin ruining your connection with rumors behind your back you can't get for with that. I don't know. Like I don't really deal with people that are messy. So I just cut everyone off who's messy. Therefore, if you just cut everyone out who's being messy, you'll be fine. All right. Just cut everyone out who's messy. That's all. You're 21 and you feel you're not taken seriously by a 37-year-old provider. What should you do? Girl, I don't even take a 37-year-old seriously. So I think when someone's older than you, they don't take you seriously unless you surpass them in some type of way. So whatever way that you are superior to that person, you need to accept for, you know, earning money. Don't ever let them know that they're providing. But whatever way that you're superior, flaunt that just a little bit, but not too much. Okay? Because you can't take it, like, if people don't take you seriously, that's good, because if you make a mistake or mess up, they don't really take you seriously anyway. Sprinkle. How do you have, oh, y'all, I don't know, like, y'all keep asking me about some stupid stuff. Let me tell y'all something. If you want an astrology channel, go to an astrology channel. Okay? Sprinkle. Like, literally, go to the astrology channels if you have astrology questions. This is not an astrology channel. Sprinkle. Okay. All right. What type? But okay. Yeah, this is not an astrology channel, you guys. Y'all go to the astrology channels if y'all want to know that. This is a channel that does not provide or speak about astrology. Sorry. Dusty in here, yes. I don't see any Dusties. Oh, there. All right, well. How do you make a man regret friend zoning you? Stop thinking about him, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, I don't know if people friend zone people for certain reasons. I would, there's a reason for everything. And I would not look to make anyone regret anything. I mean, people make decisions based on the knowledge that they have. And how can you regret making a decision, or how can you make him regret making a decision? You got to ask why he made that decision in the first place. You're sweet girlies who still feel all the feelings in the foot there. Okay, I don't even know what that means, but sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not sure what any of that means, you guys. Sorry. Should you keep using a man who cheated on you for money? No, you shouldn't use anyone. You should be the good little girl that you were raised to be and do everything according to what is morally right by society's rules. Just like the men do. Okay? Let the men be your example of your morals, because they're supposed to be the natural leaders. The men are supposed to teach, be the leaders, and hold society up to the high moral status. So whatever the man's moral standards are, make sure you're following those exact moral standards. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, you can't go wrong following the leaders, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to secure a music deal with your femininity? Girl, I don't know. What kind of music do you sing? Do you look good? If you're ugly, you can't get in the music industry anymore. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, advice for meeting his business partners. Like, I don't know, ma'am. I'm not trying to meet his business partners. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you play fair in an unfair world? Oh, you can play fair? Sure. Just, like I said, follow the leader. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you make a man feel the most masculine around you? I don't know. You left your dusty because of you? Good girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you are naturally a feminine woman, and you have a masculine man, it's going to be easy. If your man is very feminine, you're going to have to be super feminine to make him seem masculine. So how do you ask men for things that don't already have for yourself? Men are belittling. I don't ask them for anything. If I ask anyone for anything, it's very rarely. I tell people what I need or what I want, and they either give it to me or they don't. Okay. So that is one of the things that I tell people all the time. Don't ask, tell. Tell them what you want. Asking means that they have a choice whether to answer you or not. If you tell someone what you want, they know, and either they do it or they don't. You said, can you recommend self-therapy? Yes, retail therapy. Go shopping. Go shopping online in your favorite online stores like I do all the time. That's the best therapy because you get something out of it, actually. Yes. If you can afford it. If you can't afford retail therapy, just put lots of things in your shopping cart and pretend you can. And it's going to feel like you're shopping. And after you finish shopping, just keep it in your cart until you want to pay for it or until you can get somebody else to pay for it. Sparkle, sparkle. All right. I've had shopping carts so full, I had to like go back and delete stuff out of them because I had so much junk in there. I was like, why was I buying this? Ew. So retail therapy is a really good therapy because go to wherever you can afford. Sparkle, sparkle. What fashion is trashy and what's attractive socially? It depends on where you live. Like for me, it just all depends on where you live. Like you can go on one side of town and people are dressed totally different than if you go on the other side of town. So it all matters where you're going and where you are mostly. You're having friends at work important? I don't know. I don't work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, you're just gonna have to answer that. I don't know because I don't work. So, okay. So, what was I saying? Okay. So, if you live in a metropolitan area, which is like a city, they're going to be dressing different than they do in the suburbs. So, you got to adjust your style for where you are the most or where you plan on, meeting people. So, it just all depends. Okay. Your husband, family thinks you're a gold digger. What to do? Tell them that they have a good instinct. You have great instinct. I would never deny being any of those things because why would you deny when you finally say yes I am or whatever, then they can no longer call you those things because you've already told them that you are. You take that away from them and they like no one cares. How do you show appreciation to a man without it being money or going above and beyond like Mrs. Pygmisha would? How do you show what? Appreciation? It just depends on your relationship and how long you've been with them and what they like and what they don't like. So if your man likes something that doesn't require money and you can do that for them every once in a while, then maybe you should do that. But if not, like, don't do it too often because that is Pygmisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So, yeah. How you stop being boring? I don't know. Is it even worth your time to look for a boyfriend in a place you don't see yourself living in the next year or two? If it's just a boyfriend that you can let go of with no issues, then, yes. If you grow attached easily, then I probably would just date and not get attached to anybody, okay? How do you stop being so jealous? I don't know. Like, the best thing I can tell you guys, allow yourself to not look at everyone else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, if it's you being jealous of your man or people around your other man or whatever, like, don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to something else. I don't know, because you're young, you might feel that type of way. But when you get older, that disappears. The jealousy, it disappears a lot. Unless they give you a reason to continue, Your child's father is usually delayed compared to the men around you. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Should you care about a man's friends' opinions of you, or is that irrelevant? It just depends. Is that man close to his friends? Are his friends a part of his life? Do they all hang out together all the time? Like, is it something that is his friends, his extended family? Like, how important are these friends and who cares Are the friends going to be there, you know, for a long time, or are these just people that they see and say hello to, or what? I don't know. Honestly, if he likes you, his friends most likely see why he likes you. They don't have to like you because not everyone is going to get along with people the same way other people get along with people. So it really doesn't matter. Okay. Been taking better care of yourself? Sparkle, sparkle. Good for you. Sparkle, sparkle. You said, what should I do when this thong is too small? This thing, his thing, girl, I'm reading it wrong. What should you do when his thing is too small, girl? First, shed a tear because you know you want to cry. I think it depends on how much money he has and how much he's doing for you. It wouldn't really matter if he was doing so much that wouldn't be a problem. But if he's not doing anything for you and he's not doing the most for you, then I can see why that can be a problem. Okay. So you just need to decide what you want to do, ma'am. Is it worth it or not? Is 32-year-old too old to level up or marry well? I don't know. Is it? Go find out and let me know. All right. Let me know, ma'am. It's like no caps because y'all are going to be like, don't put all caps, ma'ams, sirs, and ma'ams. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or I'm going to cut the comments off. All right. Thank you. All right. Do hurt egos forgive? I don't know. I think a lot of, I don't know, like if someone hurts someone's ego, I don't know. Like, is the ego that sensitive or should it be? What are hobbies that make a woman seem interesting and feminine? I don't know. Honestly, you'd have to ask a man that question because some men may say stripping, twerking, depending on the type of man that they are. Some men might say, you know, well-versed in, you know, some type of literature or subject. I don't know. It just depends on what type of man you're dealing with. Men egos never forgive. They look for revenge. Okay, well, I'm glad I ain't a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They be wasting energy and time in life trying to get revenge. Revenge on who? Themselves? You can't seek revenge if your ego was bruised. If your ego was bruised or hurt, it's looking even worse the more you try to get revenge. So stop. Okay. What would you do when the men that constantly want to call and see ignore most calls and respond when I need something? Is there a better way? It just depends on what those men are doing for you. Why do they deserve your attention? Okay. So what do you do when your best friend want to give what? Your boyfriend doesn't want to give you, oh, they don't want to do oral? Honestly, first of all, if he doesn't want to do that, don't do anything special for him. Sparkle, sparkle. There you go. Keep it basic and simple and boring and blah until you want to do more. That's the best thing I can tell you. How do you stop assuming things? No, I don't think people ever do that. I don't think that's ever been done. So you can ask somebody who's close, but I don't think people ever stop doing that. The reason why people assume things is because a lot of times they're not getting enough information. And so they just have to fill in the blanks the best that they can. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you do if you're coming up on your deadline for marriage, that 8-year figure man, with an 8-figure man? You don't want to leave the benefits, but you don't want to waste more time. Okay. Who put a deadline on marriage? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Nobody put a deadline on marriage. So that makes zero sense. If you put the deadline on your marriage with someone, or somebody put the deadline on marriage with them, or whatever, like, obviously they have other options and choices. So, and so should you. Always. If they're not going to marry you, then you don't want to give up the benefits, then great. Stay with that person until you find someone worth leaving them for to get married. All right? If that's what you want. How do you give off the aura that not being for everyone? I don't filter what I say a lot, and I just say it how it is, and I don't care about hurting people's feelings, because they need, I'm not there to coddle them or sugarcoat anything for them. So I just tell it how it is. I could be nice to some people that need it if I sense it in person. Yeah. As a man, should you provide for your wife? If you can. If you could provide for her. What if you find a provider, but I'm not changing my way of thinking for any man. So, no. They're going to have to submit to me, not the other way around. You said, what does my husband look like? He looked like a provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You look like a provider, ma'am. Or sir, I don't know. I didn't look at your name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How old? What? A lot of these questions are in the other videos. I know, y'all know these are bots. Somebody paid some bots to come copy and paste questions for some reason. So, if y'all have seen the exact, y'all know. We've already discussed this in other videos, so just let the bots bot, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How should I move out of my parents' house with boxes and tape and a new address? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you can afford to move. How to accept yourself without makeup. Go in the mirror, look at yourself, and say, I accept you without makeup. And then walk around and say that to yourself in your mind. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you eliminate your boyfriend's best friend? How do you eliminate your boyfriend's girl best friend? That's too many people. I can't keep up. Y'all talking about 8 people. What? If you don't like somebody with somebody, then tell them. Look, it's them or me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you get you another option too. How do you get broke men to leave you alone? Please don't hang around broke people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. If there is a way to ward off dusties, yes. It's called do whatever you want and don't respond. Okay, what else does it mean when a guy is dry, replies late, but buys you stuff, especially if you do nothing for them? It means they're not a very good communicator, and you just need to accept that from the get-go, and that's it. There are some people that are not very good communicators, and you can't change them. You just need to accept them and exploit them the best way you can to have them make up for being a bad communicator. So therefore, If they know that they're bad at communicating, you know that they're bad at communicating, and you know they know how to fix it by giving you money or buying you stuff, then let that be like how it is. Okay, not everyone is going to be perfect. Not everyone is going to give you what every single thing that you need emotionally or in your relationship. You need to know that people aren't going to do everything you think that they are supposed to be doing. They're going to do whatever they want, how they feel, and you can't really change too many people. You just need to know, okay, that person, you just need to know, it's like, okay, that's a bad communicator, that's a good communicator. And that's it. You can't be upset because someone is who they are. There are some people that are just bad communicators. All right. How to explain to your friends, should you keep using it? Yeah, these are bot questions, copy and paste questions, y'all. Next, I'm only gonna answer the real questions. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay. What is the age where being broke is unacceptable? The age where you're supposed to be old enough to do whatever you want, when you want, how you want. Okay. How to stop being obsessed with other gorgeous women and focus on yourself. If you're not a woman that you have, like, I don't know if you're a bot, man, so I'm gonna stop answering you too, because you ask the most dumbest questions. Yeah, it's a bot. I guess they put different bots in here that are on different levels of thinking to give like a rounded, feel to it. They have one bot that's dating, they got one bot with low self-esteem, they got one bot that wants to know about, dating. So I don't know. Bots, y'all need to come up with some new words. Sparkle, sparkle. All right. How to deal with a selfish provider. No one cares. You're being provided for, you get everything you want. Go do something else, ma'am. Stop thinking about dumb stuff. Okay. I don't have any fans. You said my number one fan is talking about me? Michael Jackson? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, I don't have no number one fan. I'm my own number one fan, y'all. No. How to seduce a man into spending more money. They have to think that you're the best thing ever. You know what I'm saying? You've got to ask at the right time, get them a little tipsy, look into their eyes and ask them, babe, or tell them what you want. You don't even have to ask. I don't know, like it's hard to block bots because obviously somebody paid them to be here. I don't know. How to feel more confident after being cheated on. Okay, I think this is I don't know if you're a bot or not, but I'll go ahead and answer just in case you're not. It doesn't matter because you can't cheat on someone who doesn't really care. And also, like, if you're in a relationship for fidelity and only fidelity, then of course that's going to be sad. That's why you need more reasons to be in a relationship than just that. Okay? Don't make that the main reason. I'm sorry if you say you're not a bot. That's why I asked if you were a bot. So you said, did my husband invest in my business? No, he just gave me a bunch of money and I did whatever I wanted to do with it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't get other people involved in my stuff. I just get the money and I do what I want. All right. How do you ask them for money indirectly, or do you just tell them? I just tell them. I told y'all, I just joke around a lot and be like, you know what? Give me some of that money. How much money you got? Where mine? Send me some. You know, I just say things casually, and they do if they like it. They don't if they can't, or they don't want to. So I'm not afraid to speak. It's like, give me some of that. How much you got for me? Okay. How you met your husband when he was 22 and he was 42, and now you're 38, and he would have been 58. Oh, what happened to him, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he starts complaining about small stuff, what am I to think? He's just trying to get your attention. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make sugar daddy want to prove himself to you? I don't even know. Like, the whole point of having a sugar daddy means that they don't have to prove themselves to you because they're already giving you money or whatever you want. Like, that's a silly question. Not. Why are you afraid to ask for money? Because you don't need to ask, you need to tell people. How to be not dependent on provider or anyone. Get their money and put it in your account, ma'am, and keep it until it and grow it and keep getting it from them and keep growing your money. Duh. And then create something of your own that makes money. Okay. You don't think that they're bots? When I first got here, I asked the same. No, honestly, I don't know. Like, some of these are like word for word bots, exact same. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch the live videos, you'll know. They're the same people with the same exact questions, typed out the exact same way, almost copy and pasted. So, yeah, not all of you guys are bots, but there are some paid bots in here or some bots in here. Just so you know. How do you ask your boyfriend to help you pay your rent in the beginning of your relationship? You don't ask, you tell. These are my, look, I'm not moving in with nobody if I have to pay bills. Period. That's it. Or I'm not dating you seriously, not taking you seriously, not going to be committed to you unless you can provide for me. You just have to speak it. You know, if you're afraid to lose someone, by speaking what you want, they can't give it to you anyway. So you're just wasting time if they're not on board with that. If you say, you know what, I don't date guys that can't pay for my bills. Or, you know, when I date someone and I'm totally, you know, committed to them, they definitely have to totally provide for me. If not, then I don't need to be in a relationship. So therefore, that's what you tell them. If they're not on board, then next. Or date till you find what you want. Okay. Should you tell them you don't like to work? No. You just say, I don't work. I don't work for, no, if I'm in a relationship with a man with money, I should have the option to work or not. That means you don't work because you don't want to. And if you decide to create a business, then you can do that. But if not, you don't have to work. If you're with a grown man who has money to provide for you and you don't work, do something else with your time. Okay. And see, a lot of y'all are from cultures where people have been pushing this idea in your mind to build and get money and da da da. Yeah, if your man already got money, you're wasting your time. Get his and stack yours. And if you want to start a business, then start a business. If not, you can keep stacking his and your account. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all you got to do. Yeah. Why would you make a man jealous? Here's my thing. Being an attractive woman, men are going to be attracted to you. You can't make someone jealous if you're just being who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you're a beautiful woman, if you're an attractive woman, and a man is dating you, and another man comes along and says, you know what? I think I like you too. Da, 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 da. It's not making anyone jealous. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So they're only jealous of them, of their own, in their own mind. You can't make someone jealous just by existing. It's stupid and it makes zero sense. Okay. How do you handle men in public who cannot take rejection? It just depends on, what they're doing. So if they can't handle rejection, just lie. Tell them you married, you got a bunch of kids. They'll reject you. Sparkle, sparkle. All right. You need help. You told your sugar daddy that your stepdad died. How can I get money from that situation? Tell him you need some money, or tell him that you want help. Say he was giving you money and now, you need some extra. I don't know. Do you have, okay. If y'all are young and asking dumb questions, ask yourself those questions, because don't, do all of y'all wake up every morning with free will? Don't ask me. I can't give you permission to do something or not. Do you wake up with your own free will and your own mind? Do you wake up with your conscious level to where you can make choices and decisions for yourself? Okay, go with that. Yes. Okay. Why are y'all afraid to ask a man for money or tell them what you need? I don't know, because they've been, I don't know. I think a lot of women have been trained to take the least for the most. You know what? I'm going to take all of it. That's what I end up doing anyway. Just give it all to me. I'm going to get both. I always say, which one do you want? Both. I take both. All, everything. I'm all over it. Do you think you can move in together if you have been dating for less than a year? It depends on what the moving in together creates. Like, is it moving towards marriage? Is it moving towards him paying all the bills? Is it moving towards, something more? If it's not moving towards anything, don't waste your time. Okay. Don't waste your time moving in. You're dating a man that is dating 2 other women. How do I win? Where's your other men, man? How many men are you dating? All right. How to overcome jealousy in a relationship as a woman. I don't see people as jealous. I never see people jealous. Like, to me, if you see someone that's jealous of you, you need to go somewhere else where people are on the same level as you. Okay. That's usually it. If someone is jealous of you, go to where you're not going to be a target to be jealous over. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, you don't compete with other women. Who cares? He wants a 95-5 relationship and thinks it's selfish if I keep my own money. Well, then he don't sound like the right person for you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can lie. You can lie and say, I'm giving my money to, you can lie and say you're giving it to someone else that needs it in your family, but you really still keeping it. If you're married and y'all file taxes together, that might be a little hard to do, but what grown man has the right to tell another grown person how to deal with their own money? You know, that's my question. Who are you to tell me what I should do with my money? That would be my next response to that. How to move where, what? There are quality providers. Oh, you got to move where there's some quality provider. Yeah. You own your home and you have your own money. How do you keep a man from trying to take what's mine? Find someone that has more. Always. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot more. And a lot of times women who secure their own home and own money before getting involved with any type of man or whatever, they usually, I'm not trying to say anything mean, but they usually did not find a man who was able to provide or take care of them before they could do that for themselves. So they just went ahead and bought their own house and did their own thing. And so now when you're looking for someone, they see that you're already established and that they can't really do anything for you in that department. So they try to impress you in other ways. And either they're good enough or they're not. So if that were me, I would make them start paying all the bills if we were going to be in a relationship so they could feel like a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If Sugar Daddy told you he's going to, what? You've been wanting to travel with him all summer. He's been saying he has no time with shut up. Girl, I'm like, whenever men start talking about traveling and they're not trying to take you with them and stuff like that, it means they're probably cheating and you need to be doing the same thing. Smart. Okay. Like, you don't even have to finish that sentence. Just, you need some other options. That's what all he's telling it in a roundabout way. You need some other options. Okay. He's telling you to get you some more options, ma'am. In a way that's very subtle. Okay. He said, thank you for everything, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate y'all. Somebody said, are y'all scared to cheat? I don't know. Seems like a lot of them are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, so the video title, I'm not for everyone, simply means y'all don't have to agree with everything that I say or do. Just use your own common sense. I'm here for those people that need to know, certain things. I'm here for those people that need to, make better decisions when choosing in life. So a lot of times women choose based on how they were raised. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, if you're raised to only look at men for looks and not for money or being a provider, that's what you're probably going to go for. If you're raised to be 50-50 chick, that's what you're going to probably go for. But a lot of women don't want to continue the same pattern, and they need to know how to break that pattern in order to live the life that they want. And so therefore, that's what my channel is, helping women to break out of that mindset of settling for less because their parents did, their mom did, and things like that. You can change how you live and how you date and how you marry because you want to, not because society says this or this and that. You do what you want and change your course in life to get you, to get you to the mindset to where you know that you need or want more than what you've been settling for. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Always get the life that you want. What if they pay all the bills and want polygamy? Paying all the bills and want polygamy, depending on how much money they have. You can't be broke and want for it to be okay for you to have several wives or whatever. You gotta be able to afford that stuff. Okay. And you gotta be so rich that the women don't care. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get him to move you in? Just show up. That's all you gotta do. Just show up. Say, hey, what you gonna do? Tell you to leave? Show up with all your stuff. Be like, I'm here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you think when men cheat, it's different than when women cheat? Yeah, because when a woman cheats on a man, they take it more personally and they are probably more in their feelings about it. Good. So I think it hurts them worse. It just all depends if, why they're with you as well. Men say he wants to send you money and ask for your address to send it. Should I be, well, that don't make no sense, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He got to think you real dumb. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. It's for him to ask that question and you give him your address. He got to think you real stupid. Been on 3 dates with a billionaire. He told you he's dating 2 women but likes me the most because I'm not a pygmisha. He's not consistent because of the other girls. I want marriage. What to say when he messages? Well, if this were me in this day and age, because I can't answer like 10 years ago, so I can answer what I would do today if I was in that predicament. I would just start claiming them. Just claim them as your man. It's like, hey, when you get done with all them other chicks, are you ready? You ready for your wife? You know what to do. It's already claim it, darling. It's like, you know what? You know you want me to be your wife. Why are you playing? You're gonna mess around, play too long, and guess what? You're gonna be stuck with the other chicks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And just keep it funny. Keep your sense of humor. Keep your sense of humor. All right. And even though he doesn't believe, he may believe it, he may not believe it, but you put that seed there. You know what I'm saying? You put that seed there. Now, that's the best you can do. How get rid of a man who paid your level up bills, but he isn't rich enough to marry somebody else? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ain't that how you get rid of most people that won't you get married? Why? That's it. You didn't provide your address and you are no longer answering his phone calls. Good for you, man. That's called common sense. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, where do you find the right man? To the right? Obviously. You standing next to a bunch of men, you looking for the right one, look to your right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You hate reading the comments because of lack of self-esteem is appalling and frankly jarring. Kudos to the ladies who aren't in their naive phase anymore. Proud. Good. I don't know. Is that a phase? I never went through that phase. You can't go through that phase. You got to do the most. Like, if you feel like, let me just talk to the younger ladies for a second. Even some of the older ones. I don't know. Whoever need to hear this. How about that? Okay. So if y'all are walking around mad, comparing yourself to everybody, mean, jealous, upset because you're not getting the attention that you deserve, why don't you fix yourself in order to get it? Why don't you change what you need to change in order to get what you want? You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. That quick, that simple. Now, if you've done everything to change and you're looking your best, doing everything that you can, the best thing I could tell you is whoever you're trying to impress or whoever's attention you're trying to get, if you're not their type, you're just never going to be their type, ever. Okay? And so you need to accept that and find someone who you are their type. And you're going to have way better chance of getting what you want. That's it. Y'all stop going, y'all stop the wrong target. No. It is that simple. Y'all are making it too hard. Y'all are making it too hard. If you put as much time, energy, and effort into what you look like, you're going to get somebody with some money somewhere. I promise you. Okay? That's it. When I was younger, I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into what I look like. I put a lot of energy and effort into what I look like every day. And that's how it happens. Men are visual creatures. You're not going to catch a man with your great personality. Okay? So you have to put in the work in order to attract the type of men that probably you want. Most women who are not able to secure the type of man that they want is because they don't put enough effort into how they look. Okay? That's most, not all, but most. Men will see you visually first before your personality. Exactly. Why would a man always talk about how they were poor in the past now that they are done great for themselves? Or is it a game? I don't know. A lot of people that got rich or get rich, they still remember their beginnings, and they may not feel the way that most rich people walk around feeling. They may still feel like, they appreciate certain things because they grew up poor. So definitely, if you aren't born rich or if you don't have a lot of money, then you're definitely going to remember being poor. That doesn't mean that you're going to be poor. It just means that you might make certain decisions because of that. Okay. How would you start building self-esteem? Okay, that's a bot. Okay. Any questions about self-esteem building is bots, y'all. So y'all know. Getting all your bills paid because you put effort into your looks. All right. Uh-huh. You said must be your spirit that don't get it. I'm like, here's my thing. Let me tell y'all something. People always want what they can't have. A lot of times. So how do you trick this mentality? How do you trick a mentality of getting what you want because you don't want it? You know what I'm saying? So you need to ask yourself, like, we need to be honest with ourselves. We need to be honest with ourselves. That's number one. If you're having trouble getting into a relationship or getting a man or whatever, you need to be honest with yourself. That's the first thing you got to do. You need to look in the mirror and you need to ask yourself, what type of man would like a woman like me? And you need to make that list of the type of men that would like a woman like you. And you need to go by that list. And you need to make sure that you know that you can get them. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It is that easy. It literally is that easy. The type of man that you can get is how much effort you put into yourself. Okay? That's it. And the type of man that are attracted to you. That's what you got to pick from. Mm-hmm. What if you're an attractive and fit and men never approach you? Some say you're too. Maybe you're too perfect. Sometimes being too perfect means instant rejection and you have a lot of options. And so they don't even bother with you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle is, yeah. Sometimes perfect gets overlooked. So you don't want to be too perfect. You just want to be attractive. That's different than being perfect. Perfect is blah and it's not special and it gets looked past. Is attracting a billionaire require different strategies than a million? I don't know, child. Most billionaires started off not as a billionaire. So most people who are rich, they're just like everybody else. Who knows? You thought that if you don't get approached, you're ugly or something? No, that's not what it means. It means you're not in the right place to get approached. You're not in the right environment to get approached. You don't look approachable. So, best way to figure that out is to go out by yourself and have fun. Like, I always have fun when I used to go by myself, and I always got approached. It was no big deal. I almost took a sip of the wrong drink. All right. So I always just go wherever and have fun. It's not that complicated. Mm-hmm. You said, how do you know he's serious when he said he want to make you his wife? When you got rings, that's real. You got real diamonds. When you got tangible, real evidence, ma'am. You got some real diamond rings? Did he get down on one knee, baby? Did he ask you? Did he propose? If you want to be serious, if you want him to know that you're serious about being his wife, then shut up about being his wife. Okay? Like, honestly, like, the more you talk about it, the more turned off men get, you know, I don't want to be nobody's wife. You want to be my husband. That's the difference. Okay. You're doing it backwards once again. Not that you want to be someone's wife, but they want to be your husband. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Why do you have to take that role? Why do you have to be like, I want to really be your wife? I want to, you know, you could joke around with it. But what I'm saying is, why don't they want to be your husband? That's the real question. Mm-hmm. You said being a wife doesn't mean nothing. Don't be too quick. Just get more while single. Trust you God. Yeah, y'all don't rush into marriage. Marriage is like the last thing that you do when you've been together so long there ain't nothing else to do. Okay. It's like, well, we'll get married. We've been together this long. Unless you're trying to have children and you want them to be born within wedlock. Yes. What's the quickest way to find out if you're a man's type? Look at his ex-girlfriends. All right. If a guy asks you who brought you those flowers for your birthday, or he just treated you as a birthday dinner, should you say another man or your friends or family? Say you don't know. They didn't come with a card. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some pygmies are so pushy and set ultimatums for marriage and end up with the guy they want. Why is that the case if men don't like that behavior? Because a lot of times men would rather wife a woman than see her go and live a better life with another man. Okay. It's more about like they're not wanting to lose her to someone else. It's not, you know, because they really want to, because if they really wanted to, they would have. How do y'all get comfortable and sit with confidently at the bar at a nice restaurant? That's how you're supposed to be all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't force some dudes to marry you. Exactly. They stunt our growth by doing that. Okay. Being a wife does mean what? Something. It means a lot. Being a baby mama means you his girlfriend with a baby. Well, it depends on what it means to you personally. A lot of people don't know what it means until people ask, or are you the wife? Okay. Ladies, please take your time, especially if you're young, get your money. Yes. My favorite memory with my husband, when he be giving me money, spark. Whatever he give me his credit card, his money, when he don't care how crazy I am. When I do crazy stuff and mean stuff and he still like me. You just like, why do he still like me? Because I do the worst things. Okay. Any ladies remember women get fooled when they could definitely get better? Mm-hmm. You have your own consulting business and you get a lot of clients with who want relationships with you. How can I get money from them but not have them take advantage of me? Just mention things that you need and see if they take action. You don't have to ask them for anything. Just mention things that you want or need. Don't ever ask. That way you can't say you asked. And if they were just listening and paying close attention and they saw the stuff that you wanted or needed or mentioned, then it's literally a gift. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you think about Chinese provider, about their culture? Da, 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 da. Well, it just depends. Like, honestly, but you don't. I think you're not attractive to American because you have white skin. I don't know what this means. Honestly, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Do what's best for you, ma'am. Is it okay if they cheat? What is a provider? Okay. This is another bot question. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it okay if they cheat and they're not provider? Is it okay if they cheat if they are a provider? Is it okay if they cheat whether they're a provider or not? That's the question only you can answer. What if he loses the money after the marriage? Then he loses everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, you can't, like, y'all, I know y'all are asking this type of question because y'all don't know certain things. But when a man has money, it's hard to lose it. You know, if they know how to make money continuously, you can't lose it. Okay. Like, that's like asking a billionaire, someone, that's like asking a wife of a billionaire, what would you do if your husband went broke tomorrow? Billionaires can't go broke. Billionaires don't lose their money. That's because they're smart with money. If you got money in the first place, it's because you know how to earn it, make it, and make more of it. So when y'all ask them dumb questions, that's like, what kind of men are y'all dating? So when you find a man that's already established, has money, makes money, has money continuously, they don't lose it. Okay, he's gonna always make money. Always. That's why you always have to know when you deal with certain types of men, you don't have to worry about that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Do you have to push a man to provide sometimes? No. They're naturally a provider. That's what they do. If they're not naturally a provider, then you need to find an example of them. Like, you need to find an example for them on how to be a provider. So you need, you know, maybe you could do it while watching TV or a movie or a show. Like, oh, I love how he takes care of her. I love how he gives her everything. You know, mention those things. Maybe like if y'all have a friend group or something, hang around people that have providers so that it may rub off or something like that. Because if you're the only one not providing in a group, you're going to look stupid. So make sure you know, like, okay, say, okay, my friend, she got a man who provide. This girl I know, she got a man who provide. So let's all meet up and like talk or whatever. And so you bring your man or whatever, and then he's going to see how the women respect this guy and how this man is confident in himself and how he's all this and this and that because he can take care of his woman. And he's going to want to have that same type of, you know, masculine feeling and things like that. And he doesn't want to feel like he can't do, you know, because men like to compete with other men. So if they're around men who are providing for their women and doing the most for their women, those traits naturally are going to transfer over. And he may start off small, but he may provide more and more and more because that is what the life that you guys are living, you know, and surrounding yourself with a lot of people that have providers. Okay. And I don't have any opinions of people. I don't watch their videos. Sprinkle. Okay. Y'all have to know that. Just because I make certain videos for 10 years doesn't mean I watch other people's videos, because I don't even really know that they exist most of the time. Okay, y'all gotta do better than that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you handle oversharing information about your relationship? You can't really overshare if you have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? Or you can overshare in a relationship to the other person. Just make sure most of it ain't true. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then you're not really oversharing. You're just talking. Are you part of a country club? Yes, I'm at the country club right now. Just kidding. No, I don't do country club life, you guys. It's a little bit too bougie for me. I'm not one of those people that like to be like all extra and social and da 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 da. Like I'm not a Karen or Margaret, or like I'm not someone that's trying to overdo things and things like that. Like if somebody invites me to a country club for some type of whatever, sure I'll go, but I'm not getting ready to sit here and join. That's not my type of life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh yes, what do you do for? Oh hi, welcome to the club. Yes, I've seen. Yes, come here. This is Margaret. Margaret, this is such and such. Oh, how nice to meet you. Oh, you have to come and meet the ladies and da da. I'm like, bye. I'm like, I can't do all of that. I don't like people enough. Okay, I don't like people enough to be in a social club. Now, when I was younger, you know, you don't join, like, you can join a country club. You don't join a country club. You get a membership purchased for you by a man. Get it? If that's what you want. You don't join, you get them to add you to their membership or whatever. But you don't join. You have a question how to attract a doctor? Why would you want to attract a doctor, ma'am? What kind of doctor? Because some of them don't be making no money. How do you punish a man? Why would you want to punish a man? Y'all doing too much. Y'all, see, here's my thing. Y'all care too much about these men. The best way to punish a man is to marry him. Then you got the rest of your life to figure out ways to do whatever you want to do. Get married to him. Okay. And then do whatever you want. That's the best way I can tell you. And then sometimes they like it. All right. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate the cash. What was that? Appreciate that. You said marriage is hell for women. Not when you do it like me. It could be heaven. It could be hell. Whatever you make it, that's what it's going to be. It's, after you get married as a woman, it's your world. You call the shots. So it just depends on what culture you're in, the reason you're getting married, and all of that type of stuff. Like when y'all think marriage, y'all think, okay, I'm going to marry somebody that's on my same level, that I have to work and do extra work when I get home. No, when I think marriage, I'm thinking You do everything I need you to do. You give me what I want. And then you can claim me as your wife. That's my definition of marriage. Some of y'all definition of marriage is terrible. So define what it means for you. Okay. Is it wrong to ask a new sugar daddy to get tested first? Oh, he gonna rush to the clinic if he wants some. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All you gotta do is make him wait a long time. He'll be ready. He probably gone already. All right. How do you feel about car guys? I don't know what that means. Okay. What did you do to attract your husband, and what do you do now to keep it? I just look like this. Just look like this. That's it. That's all I did. I just was minding my own business, looking like this. That's it. Literally it. Just sit there and look good. And that's all you gotta do. Do I always look cute every single? No, some days I look like if I don't leave my house or do anything or to my hair or wake up and I just sit on the couch all day and watch TV, I look how I look when I wake up in the morning. If I go somewhere, if I leave my house, I'm looking good. All right. Yeah, I don't leave the house looking bad. How to fix daddy issues that make you want to get validated by men? The best thing I can tell you is men's approval of you is not important. What's important is what you can get them to do for you. So switch your thinking. Validation does not equal money in your pockets. Validation does not equal money. Validation don't mean nothing in your bank account. Validation don't mean no jewelry or whatever you want. That validation don't mean none of that. So the best thing I can tell you is to get something out of it. That's the only type of validation you need to be worried about. Money. You need to be finding males that with disposable income get it together. Thanks for everything. Yeah, sprinkle. Yeah. So if you have daddy issues, take it a step further. Be like, okay, well, if I'm gonna need validation, then define validation. Bills paid. What other type of validation is there? Give me your credit card so I can go shopping. What other type of validation is there? Buy me a car. That's real validation. You want to get validated in a way that you have more than what you came in with. And you can prosper and get everything that you want out of it. That other stuff is fake. If you can't touch it, it's not real. That ain't no real validation. Okay. What would you do? Wait. What would you do if a man asked you to be their dom? They don't got to ask because I already am. Sprinkle. That's how it's always going to be, whether they know it or not. Okay. These men out here controlling in a subliminal way. That's why you get the most out of them, man. What does it mean if he ghosted you? I don't know. I don't think it means anything. I think it just means that Like, I don't know why people always use the word ghost. Ghost doesn't even materialize. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that they couldn't deal with you in real life. Like, they couldn't deal with you. They couldn't make you happy. They couldn't do whatever you wanted them to do. They weren't enough for you. And so they feel like, okay, well, I can't be here. Or they got somebody else. Either way. Either way, they have someone else or they couldn't handle you. Don't let a man know you have money. Happily take his and be, yeah, just take it. Do you make stingy men feel, how do you make stingy men feel? Why would you waste your time with them? Like, honestly, let me tell y'all something. If y'all are wasting y'all's time and energy trying to do the most and get the least, y'all are the dumb ones. If you don't get what you want out of something, stop wasting your time. Okay? You should be like, y'all ever heard of multitasking when you're doing several things at the same time? So instead of focusing on one particular person, you need to be multitasking how to get you the things that you want. Okay? Yes. If you're like, if y'all are young and y'all are so like, oh my gosh, this guy, if your life revolves around a man and you're young, at least make, at least have some money coming in. You know, at least have him paying bills. At least have him doing something. Y'all gonna be all of that about that dude. Make sure he's doing something to earn that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you told him he was pregnant and he ghosted you. Well, he can't ghost that child support. Tell him to try ghosting that government. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He can't ghost the government. If he broke, then At what age is it too late to get a rich man? Let's see. What age? Y'all come up with a number. Put the numbers in. Y'all are like, what do you mean, what age? How old are you? You see, so you getting that AARP yet? There's senior citizens out here still doing what they do. If he takes a long time to tell you he's taken, you mean like most men? Then he's normal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Uh-oh, lady Shantae. You've been seeing a guy for a few months and he said he wants to take things slow. After spending the weekend together, he has started turning his phone off after he gets off work. Was I play? If somebody wants to take it slow, then that means he wants to take it slow as he ghosts you. You want to ghost you slowly. That's what it means. Oh, Claudia, sprinkle, sprinkle. So thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if he wants to take it slowly so he can ghost you slowly, girl. He wants to take things slow as he ghosts you. And you saying you're 31 in your culture, they make women feel bad and they're missing out after 30. That's because they probably want y'all to have babies or something. I don't know, child. They want y'all to have babies or something quick. They don't want your eggs to dry up. A man who wasn't rich and doesn't have access to wealth or wealthy people told you about rich men. Ha ha ha. Yeah, why are y'all listening to certain people? Yeah, why would someone take advice from somebody who, don't have at least what, everything that they want? Okay, you teach us how to be players. If you're not born that way, if it ain't in you naturally to be the best for yourself, to get the most out of life, I don't know what to tell you, man. I think a lot of people are just born knowing what to do as far as when it comes to relationships. Uh, you just can't care. You can't be no people pleaser. You got to do what you want. That's literally it. He don't do dating apps, or we don't do dating apps. It's not hard to do what this lady is saying. Just choose you. Stop being afraid to put you first. You'll be in, yeah. You can't be afraid to lose. You can't be afraid to be rejected. You can't be afraid of anything because there's always someone else. I could see if there was only like 4 people and you had to play your cards right, or else, you know, your options would not be there. But the world has so many. So you have to act like that. You have to act like that there's so many options, because there are. There are so many options in the world. And some of y'all act like that there's not. So sometimes y'all need to like, you just need to know there's so many options in this world. Why am I acting like that there's not? Hi, Shira. His family is strict, and we being like Charles and Camilla, no proper dates and meeting like hide and seek. Although, what? He's not married but rich, and I see the potential should I continue. What are you getting out of it? You got a nice car? Is your wardrobe nice? You got a nice place to live? You got shopping money? Like, what are you getting out of it? So make yourself the priority if you're going to continue. And always have a plan in case something doesn't happen, then you have something else to look forward to, okay? You have to see the value within yourself, so you say what goes and controls the situation. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker. But honestly, like, if you're not the main priority, then of course you're going to wonder where all this is going. Know where it's going before it even starts. That's how you control it. What to wear to attract rich men? Depend on what you're looking like, ma'am. Not what do you look like? You got, you know, what's your, like, what do you look like? Because not everybody can wear everything. I know I can't wear everything, so I'm working what I got. Okay. And when you say rich, how rich? What side of town are you on? Like, you know, all of it depends. Mm-hmm. You said my bedroom game must be immaculate. Y'all are silly. How do you deal with guys who start stalking and following you after you reject them? Tell them to get in line with the rest of them. How y'all doing back down? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, how y'all doing back there? Y'all all right? Y'all keeping each other company? Great. How do you say no to sex to men after just date or two like this? No. Sorry. I'm too worried about all these bills. Not in the mood. Sorry, I have to wake up early in the morning. Sorry, I just, I got to get to know someone before we take it to that level. Or, yeah. Sorry. Share. Do you think staying off social media has helped you stay true to yourself? I'm starting to realize it really influences. You can create your social media to your own liking. So don't follow people that you don't, want to see all the time on your feed, and only follow the things that, that you like. Not to compare yourself to them, not to see what people are doing or whatever, but just something that makes you feel good, So cater it to yourself. You might have to go in and delete a lot of stuff, but just cater it to yourself. And then social media becomes even better because it's all the stuff that you actually like instead of all the stuff that you may, not ask for. How do you become less clingy and dependent on him texting me? You got to have several options, ma'am. Like, if you're that type of person, you need more than one. Or you need to stay busy if you don't like cheating. If you don't like cheating, you need to stay busy. If you don't want to cheat, you need to stay super busy and know that that man is not that, a man not texting you back should not ruin your day. Okay. If you allow something like that to ruin your day or make you mad or make you this, and that man controls you. And a lot of women don't feel like that they're being controlled by men. But when you get that upset and someone doesn't text you back, that is control. So you need to stop depending on a man to text you back because that's his form of control. Get it? So therefore, he may not be controlling, telling you what to do, or he may not be controlling and saying you can't do this and you can't do that, or you can't wear this, or you better be home by this time. But he can't control how you feel and how your day goes by whether he decides to text you right back or not. So are you going to let him have that level of control? Or are you going to continue on with your day and do whatever you want, stay busy, or have other options? Because that is a form of control. Sure, is it bad to post revealing pictures on Instagram? Honestly, it just depends. I mean, how many women do that? If you're a model, I mean, and that's your job, that's how you get money. I'm not a coach, sprinkle, sprinkle. I think everybody has cheated. Right. Once in their life or more. You said he keep asking for news. Send them to other people, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, go find some news of people on Google and just send them that, ma'am. Like, why are y'all, like, first of all, I'm not talking to no dude that's asking for me to send news. That, to me, tells me that he's not the type of man that's getting ready to do everything I need him to do. Like, he ain't old enough, okay? If he asking for news, he ain't old enough, man. He's not mature enough. Okay. That lets you know the type of man that you're dealing with. If a man is professional and he has a real career and all these type of things, he's not asking for no nudes. Think about this. If a man is classy, professional, has a career going for him, a future, he's not asking you for no news. Okay. So, y'all are dating losers if they're asking y'all for nudes. Why? Is that even their real name on whatever social media that they're using, or do they have your phone number or what? Like, those aren't the type you aim for. Those are loser dudes. Because if they had a career or some type of business or some type of something going for them, they wouldn't want to be put in a predicament where a lady can say, oh my gosh, she asked me for news. So that's telling me they're not that important. Okay. What do we said? You kind of reasonable. You appreciate feminine energy, but seriously, what else does a woman give to a man of means besides beauty? I feel like besides beauty, what do you want? If I took off the beauty, would you still want it? So think about that. If someone says, what else do you give to a man of means besides beauty? Well, everything is a package. And just because it looks good on the outside, you know, when you open it up, there's lots of different things in there. So definitely you should know that if you are looking for a woman that has some depth or something different, then you can't pick the typical type of woman. You know, you got to find the one who's different. That's going to keep you guessing. That's going to make you wake up every day and say, I can't wait to talk to this lady. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be a combination. Because anybody can look good. But see, if it's the other way around, if this lady is ugly and she has a good personality, you still ain't gonna want her. So see, women are different when it comes to that. If you ugly and you a man, as long as you got money, we good. Men gotta have both. I want you to have a personality and look good. We just want you to have some money so we can take it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So maybe y'all want too much. Which one do you want more? Because this is why men cheat. Y'all want to know why men cheat? Because they want too much. And they say, we want too much. You want a pretty or a beautiful woman with a personality that can bring something to the table and do all of this. Okay. So you marry somebody, right? They might not be what you want them to look like, but they have everything else. So that's when you go and you start going out and you're like, okay, well, since I don't have everything I want in the woman that I married, let me go see where else I can get it from. And this is what men do because they want too much. They can't figure out where they want an ugly woman to cook, clean, rub their feet, cut their crusty toenails, give them a massage and cook them a 5-course meal every night. Make sure, you know, they satisfied in the bed, take care of the kids, work, bring home. They don't want that because they don't want to look at it. And if they do have that and they looking at it, they know they got something else to go look at that looks better on the side somewhere else. Why? Because that's what men do. They want too much. And that's why women are now saying, I want a provider. I want this. I want, because we have the right to want too much as well. We got the right to want too much if y'all want too much. I want too much too. That's why when I tell guys like, well, what do you bring to the table? Well, obviously, if you're asking me that question, it's not enough. So let me go ahead and bring another man. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and bring another one up in here. Since I am not enough for you, that means you're not enough for me. They don't like her though. Just what she does for him. Yeah, because y'all know that they have wives, and then they have girlfriends. A lot of men with money know that. They got the wives and then they got the girlfriends. What do you do when you get cheated on, Shira? When I've gotten cheated on before, I build my bank account on that. You know, it's kind of like a game. Every time someone cheats, the level in your bank account gets higher. Your car upgrades. It's like your wardrobe upgrades. It's like everything keeps going up. The more they cheat, the better you look, the better cars you drive, the better lifestyle you have, the more thriving your business is. So if that's what you make it do for you, like, some people will take it emotionally and be mad and stuff. I'm making it work for me. That's how you have to do it. You got to make it work for you. If it don't work, then why are you there? You said, but the Pygmishas make it seem like pretty women are single are worse off. No, because single don't mean you're not dating and getting your money. You know what I'm saying? You can be single and get every bill paid. You can be single and drive the nicest cars and not pay no bills. You can be single and still going on vacation and trips whenever you want. You can be single and not work because you got options. So single doesn't mean lonely. Never meant lonely. It just means not married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When y'all say single women, it's not, you don't feel the same as when you don't feel the same when you hear the word single women that you do when you hear single men. When you hear the words single men, what do you think of? A player, somebody out there dating all the time, having the best time ever. But then when you hear single woman, oh, she's at home alone. No, she's doing the same thing, except getting bills paid instead of paying people bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What if he catches disease after cheating and still wants it? Okay, well, if the dumb person says, here, let me give you myself after you got a disease and you still want it. You could cut somebody off. You can say, no, I'm sorry, you don't have no bedroom privileges. You done. Go sleep with whoever you're sleeping with. You can literally do that. I mean, it is your body. Don't you wake up every morning with free will? Don't you have a mouth that can say no, thanks, goodbye? Go get it where you was getting it already. Don't you have the ability to say that? Because a lot of women think that, oh, well, I got to give it up. No, you don't. You can do whatever you want, as long as you got options. Would you advise against braids for leveling up? I would advise to do whatever you want to do, however you're getting the most money, however you're getting the most attention, however you're getting the most everything. That's what you do. Okay. So I can't change how people style their hair. I can't tell you how to style your hair or not, because so many people ask me this dumb question. However your hair look when you get the most money, that's how you need to be wearing it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. If that's braids for you, it's braids for you. If it ain't braids for you, then it ain't braids for you. However, whenever you getting the most attention and the most money spent, that's how you need to look. If that's what you want it to continue. All right. What about if he need to eat every day, some as y'all bank account getting what? I can't read that. What about he's married and you're his mistress and he lost his job and no longer giving you money? If you lose your job, you don't have a career. Like, I'm not dealing with no job, man. You need to have a career. Okay. Losing the job. If you have a career and you lose a job, that means you level up to the next job that with higher pay. Okay. If you lose a job because you ain't got a career, I'm not dealing with you in the first place. Okay. Let that be known. Y'all need to choose better. If you can lose a job and not be able to give me money, you need to be getting a better job because you have a career. And every time you lose a job here, it means more money on the next job because now your career is leveling up. Why be indirect about STD tests if you want to be safe? Honestly, if you're living with a man and you don't want to sleep with him because you think he got something, just tell him. It's your man, it's your body. You know what I'm saying? If y'all afraid to speak on stuff like that, then what are you doing? Open your mouth and speak. Say what you want to say. What he gonna do? Say no? Tell him, like, look, you need to do A, B, C, and D. If he don't want to do it, then he don't want to do it. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's the best advice that you've ever gotten? To listen to your own mind, trust yourself, and do whatever makes you happy. Mm-hmm. Now, happy is not permanent. It's never permanent because just like sadness is never permanent. So whatever you're deciding to create or practice or whatever it is in your life, as long as it brings you happiness, as long as your happiness is, I guess the word I'm looking for is not more than your sadness, that's great. So do you want to, like, even when I used to be a mortician, I was happy. Even being around all the sad people, because we made work, fun sometimes. So we put the fun in funeral. Looking beautiful as always. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Advice on dating a racist man, but somehow only loves you. And what? Advice on dating a racist man, but somehow only loves you and provides. But he ain't racist against you. Some people aren't really racist, they're just racist. You know what I'm saying? Some people just pretend to be racist so they don't have to deal with certain people. You ever thought about that? Have y'all ever really just sat and thought why? Like, some people are racist because they don't want to deal with other people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They might not even really be racist. They just don't want to deal with certain people, so they act racist. That's all you got to do. You don't want to deal with a certain types of people? Act racist. Deal with the ones you want. Okay. Your boyfriend keeps saying he's tired and busy and doesn't want to go on dates with you. I always have to insist, but he pays for the dates. Okay, well, do y'all live together? I don't know. You said racism is mental illness. Not if it's strategically planned and you're not really racist. Taking a racist money is empowering. But I definitely couldn't do nothing physical. You met a 40-year-old. What? Some dude online. You told him you broke your favorite perfume bottle, so I'm sad. And he said, okay, how to understand if he has money. Okay. He's almost 50 and he works for a company. Okay. How do you know if he has money or not? You tell him you should buy me some more perfume because you made me drop it while I was talking to you on the phone. That's you're supposed to break it while you're on the phone so they can hear it. But you don't really break the bottle. You just throw something on the ground, make it sound like a breaking, or you want them sound effects and play it on, in the background. So it sounds like you broke something, and then you say, you know what, this is your fault. You need to replace it. How do you not let jealous from leveling up? What? How do you not get jealous from leveling up after your what? They think I'm a pick me for being the male fantasy. Well, what are you supposed to be? The anti-fantasy? What are you supposed to do to get your bills paid by men? Be their worst nightmare? Sometimes that is their fantasy. You can win both ways. Do y'all know, like some men psychologically want a woman that's going to, just, do whatever? Because that's what they want. Everybody else do whatever they ask them, do whatever they tell them. Da, 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 da. They're not no challenge. They're boring. They're blah. They want somebody that's going to say no, that's going to defy them, that's going to do what they want, that's going to challenge them. That's what they want. Like, whatever, I do what I want. Okay. You need to stay off top of your videos, Shira. Okay. You can ask what outright if you're a Beyonce, Haley, Lori type, but otherwise, some people don't know who that is though. Some people don't follow celebrities or social media and stuff like that, unless y'all are young and all y'all do is be on Instagram. But then who would want to be with somebody like that? I'm neither one of those types. I'm the type you combine them all and see which one you get. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not choosing because when you choose, you put yourself in a category. Don't ever choose. Just be all everything, whatever. So you don't know what you're gonna get, okay? You said, why are guys too shy to approach you? I don't know if they're shy, but I would definitely say men like When men like what they see, they're not going to be that shy. Do you think it's weird or bad to be 18 with a 30-year-old? Nope. Not if you know what you want out of it. Some people are mature for their age. Okay. Now, if you're an immature 18-year-old, yeah, I don't think that's good. If you're immature, you don't know nothing. No. If you're more mature than the 30-year-old, if your life is more together, yeah. Hopefully he ain't a dusty though. Let's see. When did you realize it was time to level up? When I was young, I think it was in school. Yeah, I was in mortuary school. And I had to wear professional clothing every day. I got a job. Like, guys still like me and things like that. But when I started to improve my looks and all this kind of stuff, it was like so much more. Like, wow, I could do so much more. I got so much more. So it was the amount of uh, more that I received. It was the treatment. It was all of that combined. I knew it was time because I knew I was getting ready to start meeting a lot of people with money, and I better be able to get all of it if I want it, or some of it at least. So it was a business decision actually. So, um, if you're a lady and you're doing everything for men or to get the attention or validation from men, make sure you're getting it for yourself first. So business. I did it for I leveled up for myself because I knew that it would bring me more. Find the wealthiest what in your person in your area or county. Yeah. What does it mean when a man will give you what you ask for, but you have to ask for it? He doesn't usually give. Okay. Um, I don't know what to say to that. Like, if you don't give it to me, then I don't. Then next, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ask somebody for something, hey, can I have this? No. Okay. Well, I'll come back, but I'll have it with me because I'm gonna get it elsewhere. So honestly, if someone tells you no, you should always know how to find a yes. If it's something that you really want. How many figures is it ideal for a man to make? It depends on you and what you want. Like, how much is enough for you? Okay. You want to step out of that sweet, innocent girl image. How? You can usually do it with your wardrobe and how you make your face look and your wardrobe and your attitude. Who said you a lesbian? Should you act like you into men? Sure, why not? So they can pay your bills? Why not? They got lesbian strippers taking money from men. Might as well get yours too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't know the difference, and if they do, they don't care. You say you keep telling your people not to ask for simple pampering money and ask for bills to be paid. Exactly. I don't know who started that trend for asking for nail hair money. I think it started in the hood. Because that is called self-care. What you want is a big lump sum to dispense out at your own, need. You don't ask for money and you don't give the reasons why you're asking for the money. You just ask for all the money that you want, and then you do with it whatever you need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You said Jamaicans started it, girl. I don't know. Y'all, don't be bad, but like that is the equivalent of asking, like, it's almost like, to me, it's like, can I get some money to buy toilet paper? That's what it's like to me. Like when y'all are asking for, can I get some hair, nail, and lash money? It's like, can I get some toothpaste, toilet paper, and tampon money? That's what it's like when y'all say that to me. Like, that's your personal hygiene. That's your personal care. Just say you need some money and then go to the store and buy what you need, ma'am. Don't tell people why they're giving you the money. Don't tell people you need hair, nail, and lash money. Don't tell people you need toilet paper, toothpaste, and tampon or maxi pad money. That's the same thing to me. That's what it sounds like when y'all ask these men for this type of money. Just say, give me some money. I need more than that, a lot. Okay. So that's why I always feel like I cringe when y'all ask me those type of questions. When you say, I asked my man for hair, nails, and lash money, and he said no. No, man. I don't really like, it's because you told him what it was for. I would say no too. Okay. You said you only had a guy who wanted to, well, they don't need to know. See, here's my thing. What the money is for is none of their business. Don't you wake up every day with free will and your own mind? You should. If you want to know what it's for, lie. Tell him it's for toothpaste, tampons. Lie and tell him it's for something else. Don't tell him what it's really for. If he only wants to give you money for certain things, I don't know, then you better start getting some more expensive hair and nails and go get it done somewhere cheap and keep the change. I don't know what you're doing. Like you're not gonna tell me what you gonna give me money for. You gonna give it to me or you ain't, because I'm gonna get it from somewhere else. Period. Don't let guys do that to y'all. Okay. Don't let guys do that to y'all. This is kind of silly. How do you get your boyfriend to buy you stuff? Tell him what to buy you. All you gotta do is tell him what to buy you. Suggest what to buy you. If you don't buy it, show up with it later, and because somebody else bought it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is asking for money a new tires ghetto as well? No, because they're concerned for your safety, and tires are more expensive than nails. Okay, especially if you got a nice car. Tires could cost up to a couple thousand or thousands at least. So you're gonna get some real money there. Like, so for example, Nails and hair. Okay. How much is that? I don't know. I know nails is expensive. Hair, about what, 500? Tires, you can get double or triple depending on the type of car you drive. What if he asks you what you need money for? Well, what do you need money for? That's a dumb question. Everybody need money. Say, what do you need money for? Okay. What you need money for? To buy stuff? What's money for? To buy stuff with? To exchange for goods and services? What you need money for? To save? To make more money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. To get your money? What do you do about the men that feel entitled because they give you money? Like, they can feel however they want to feel. That don't mean they can get what they think they're supposed to get. Okay. It's like, you gifted me, you gave me money, you gave me gifts. Oh, and doesn't mean anything. Your new man promised you money and gifts yesterday, but was quiet the whole day. Should I ask him for it today? Girl, a promise is a comfort to a fool. If when he says something, you need to get it that day. Okay. If he talking that day, you need it that day. If he promises you stuff tomorrow to keep you on the phone, to keep you feeling a certain type of way, that's his way of buying time or buying your time. If he don't need to talk about it if he ain't trying to give it to you today. So honestly, like, okay, well, let's go to the ATM. Okay, well, how much you got in your cash? Like, how much cash you got? Okay, well, let me get your credit card. Let me go ahead and pay for my shopping cart. I already have it pulled up. You know, let me send you this Amazon wish list. Go ahead and send me the confirmation number when the delivery coming so I can get it. When you are talking to men, you need to be this bold. And sometimes they like it, especially if you look really good. Sometimes they like it. And they're just going to follow through and give you what you want. If not, that's not the type you want anyway. Okay. When y'all in this stupid birth chart crap. Oh my God. Can't y'all honestly, y'all are doesn't help you. You just have to have the attitude. You have to have the no care attitude no matter what your sign is. You could be any sign you want. Just say what you want. It's so funny how y'all talk about me like I can't read the comments. Like right here. It's like, okay. You said how to play a player? No, you don't play no players. They play themselves. Players play themselves. So why would you want to play a player? They're only going to play themselves. How to not be a party girl, work nights 4 years. Don't go out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Stay home and do some other stuff. There you go. Stay home and don't be a party girl for a while. And then when you go out alone, think of quality versus quantity. How do you self-validate yourself without the reassurance of others, especially when not having self-trust? I don't know what any of that means. What I say is if you don't love yourself as much as you should, if you don't put yourself as a priority every day, if you don't do whatever you want in your life on a daily basis, that's probably why. Like, I do whatever I want every day. That the reason is because I don't seek validation from anyone except, does this day make me happy? Am I doing what I want today? Am I doing nothing because I don't want to do anything, or am I getting to do something because I want to do something? So if you have all those like issues with yourself or whatever, I don't even know what that means. It sounds like you need to go to a psychiatrist, ma'am. It's called main character. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be your own main character. Okay. Yeah, be your own main character, man. Great question. Wait. Hold on. Should you wait for them to bring up sex to bring up money? No, you bring up money before sex is even mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Because it has nothing to do with the other thing. Y'all must be listening to y'all must not be watching my videos in totality, and y'all are just getting snippets on stupid ass TikTok. Because when I explain things, it's not about sex. It's about him paying for you because he likes you. It's about him paying your bills because he doesn't want you to struggle. It's about him doing nice things for you because he likes you. It has nothing to do with sex, unless you're a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? So, but you're not going to do anything that you don't want to do. You understand? A man should make your life easier, happier, giving you everything that you want. You shouldn't have to say, oh, well, should I bring up money after he brings up sex? No, he should be giving you money before y'all even speak that word. Period. Okay? Unless, like I said, you're a prostitute. And no shade to prostitutes. That's how y'all get y'all money. But that shouldn't even be there. That word should not even matter. You should already be getting his money. Your boyfriend blocked? What? Your boyfriend did what? How's your boyfriend block you? Are you sure y'all still together? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if I were you and that happened to me at this day and age and he blocked me, he can't block you in real life, man. He can block you on the internet, but he can't block you in real life. And if he blocks you online and things like that, who cares? How many other people are online? How many other men are online? How many other men waiting to send you some money? Okay. Y'all have all these guys out here that would like that might like you, but you focused on one person, blocking it. That's not even your husband. You're not blocked. You're free, ma'am. You're free to go date others. There you go. Why do you feel like what? You ladies are the prize. Why do you care about men doing dumb things? Because they don't know. Women don't know that they run everything. Women don't know that whatever they speak, they create. Women don't know this. They're so busy, scared about a man doing something. Y'all need to know this. You can't stop a man from doing what they want to do. All you can do is create and control your life and get what you want and win. That's all you can do. That's all I like, okay. I'm not getting ready. It's like you following behind like a broke Dusty when you have so many other options over here. You want to control a broke Dusty, or you want to control somebody, or you're mad because somebody did something to you, but you have a whole bunch of people over here that's waiting to give you all the gifts, all the things you ever wanted. So why are you focused on one thing? Okay, stop focusing on that. Focus on what you came here for. Did you focus on why you're in a relationship? Being in a relationship was to make you feel good, special, and to be provided for, right? If you're not feeling that way, why are you there? You said you're mature, single, and returning to college. Any advice on dating strategy? I'm not dating nobody in college, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm going off the campus, okay? Get somebody that's already got some money. I'm sorry, I don't do, like, I'm not getting ready to get involved in no college. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Once you caught what? Him cheating, you were solely focused on his pockets. Well, as long as you're getting all your bills paid, as long as you're thriving and getting whatever you choose and what you want, when you're tired and done with that situation, you're going to leave with more than you came in with, and you're going to have more to show. See? So you're always going to win no matter what. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What period product do you recommend? Whichever one they got that you like. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. You can date the college. I'm not taking any of those dates. Like, shoot, I'm not even trying to go to no, like, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm not wasting my time. I know how to get money fast. So, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like whatever you can learn in college, you can learn on the internet, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you're going to be a doctor, a surgeon, a lawyer, or something like that. You're right. Or an engineer or whatever. Like, I'm not finna If you're going for something simple that you can Google, why are you letting a man upset you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When to bring up money needs or requirements and how I feel like I missed the window. You always tell them first. Get it out the way first. Okay. They already know why you're there. They already know why you're there. If they don't know why you're there, then you chose the wrong type of dude. All right. If it's not obvious why you're there, you chose the wrong one. Okay. So better to let them know, because first of all, you're going to be way more attractive. You're going to be out of their league. That's how they're going to know. Okay. So as soon as you guys get into a conversation, you start joking around about money. Okay. You're like, you know what? Ooh, I like that. Those must be expensive. When are we going shopping? We need to look good. So, you're gonna have to upgrade my stuff so I can look good with you. So you're gonna have to start speaking as soon as you get in there in a joking manner, because they don't know whether to take you seriously or not. Having a sense of humor can save you from looking like so much like a gold digger or being so demanding, because it's a choice when it's a sense of humor. It's like, oh, when are we going shopping? They can say, oh, we're not going shopping. It's like, oh, okay, well, you look tight with your money. Okay, I see how it is. Then, they're like, no, I'm not really tight with my money. I just don't date women who, want me to go dig. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. I don't date men who's cheap. Well, I'm not cheap. Well, I can't tell. You already started talking about gold diggers. I just said, when are we going shopping? I never said you had to pay. You read into that. Obviously, you think I'm out of your league and that you have to pay. So I think you owe me an apology and a gift. So you use a sense of humor, you reverse psychology then, and then they feel bad and they give you what you want. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how do you level up in college? If you're in college, why do you need to level up? Aren't you going to get an education so you can be as ugly as you want? You going to college, what are you trying to get a degree in? You ain't got to be cute. You get no degree. You can be ugly and level up when you out. You there to get your education. Get your education and then leave. Okay? You ain't going to catch nothing in there. You said how to find a nail salon? Ma'am, if you don't know how to find a nail salon, there's nothing I can do for you. Okay. How do you play with a man's ego? You don't. If you're not naturally challenging to a man, you're never going to be challenging to him. Okay. If you're not challenging to a man at all, he's not going to stay into you very long. Okay. So figure that out. Like, I talk to, you know what, this may be good or bad, but I talk to people it doesn't matter who they are. I'm going to talk to them exactly the same as I talk to the next person. I might be a little bit nicer depending on how well I know you, but I'm going to talk to every person the same way. You know why? Because I'm not the one that needs to change how I speak to people. If someone's ego is, hurt because of how I speak to them, they need to toughen up. Sparkle, sparkle. Keywords to our dating profiles. You know what? Like I said, I'm just gonna say it straight up. Just see what happens, because a lot of times people appreciate the truth. Just put gold digger up in there. Like, I'm a gold digger. You got some gold I can dig, or else, I'm a gold digger. Don't click on me unless you got some money. Period. Or, if you don't want to say that, you could say this: I don't deal with men who don't provide. If you're not a provider, keep scrolling. You said, what if you gave an ugly guy a chance that he's acting like you're ugly? Well, obviously he blind. Because he don't know he ugly and he think you ugly. Obviously he need to go get his ass checked, ma'am. Sparkle, sparkle. You need to direct him to the optometrist. Okay. Sir, you ugly and you say I'm ugly? Let me help you out, because I know you ain't going to be able to look up this number to this optometrist. So let me go ahead. We need to make you an appointment. Just go see your eye doctor. Because obviously you saying things wrong. Hello? Yes, when is your... yes, I need to make an appointment. Yes. Okay. House tomorrow. That's good for you? Okay. Yeah. I think we need some serious... yeah, this person does not see very well at all. I don't know how long it's been since they got their eyes checked. So, we got to... yeah. It's emergency. All right. He don't know he ugly and he think I'm ugly and I look good. Mm-hmm. Yes. He's over here looking like who did it and why, and calling me ugly and I look too good for him. Mm-hmm. So I know something wrong. Okay. Y'all need to do that thing where y'all shoot that stuff in his eye, dilated and stuff. Get him some of the glasses like Stevie Wonder. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to help him out, because obviously you got issues. Mm-hmm. All right. He'll be there. Make his eye appointment for him right in front of his face. Why? Because he can't see. If he doesn't have it, he won't be happy to give it. Okay, yeah. And you're still... yeah. So, if somebody ugly and they treat you like you ugly, make them an eye appointment. Sparkle, sparkle. Like, we got... I think the next video, different kinds of money, generational, whatever kind that gets put into your bank account that you could spend and create what you want with it. That's the only kind of money that really matters. Sparkle, sparkle. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't matter what type of money it is. You should be able to create whatever you want with that money. So if you're just getting money from everybody or any level of money, all you're doing is taking it and transforming it into making it your life or whatever you want. If 20 people give you money, It doesn't matter where it came from. As long as they didn't steal it and the government ain't looking for them, as long as it's legal money, okay, and they're not taking it from nobody, as long as they earned it, it shouldn't matter, right? As long as they don't need it, who cares? It's called a gift. If someone is gifting you something, if someone is gifting you a money, like a certain amount of money, if someone is gifting you, then why do you need to worry about it? Take it and make it your money. It doesn't matter if it's where it came from. Is it your money now? And that's all that matters. Y'all are, see, here's the thing. Y'all are thinking lifestyle, generational wealth. Y'all are thinking like all this other kind of crap. You know what? I'm thinking, give me my money and I'm going to go make my own life in my own world and do whatever I want with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It's better to be pushing the sending money button, if not buy. Exactly. How to manifest him texting more. If he's not, I don't know if he's texting at all. Like, is he texting you at all? Why do you want him to text you more? If he texts you more, then like, you know, what are you gonna do? Respond? Ask for some money? What you gonna do? He said manifest someone who actually texts you. You say you're spoiled by, you tell your boyfriend you spoiled by your parents, and what if he wants to marry you and he finds out that you're not spoiled by your parents? Y'all are weird. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Y'all are so weird. To me, you don't have to you don't have to say anything. How are they gonna find out? Do they really talk to each other that much? Y'all's families? Mm-mm. But who cares if you find out? It's too late if you get married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like it's too late already if you get married. How? So after you get married, you still get what you want because he don't want you to stop giving what you giving. So it won't even matter. He's gonna be so used to it. He's just gonna continuously give you whatever you want. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in a boyfriend having a friend that's a girl and he's close to but not flirting? If she real ugly. Only if she looked like who did it and why. And look like she got some money to bail him out of jail or can cook real good and bring him food when he's hungry or his real girlfriend is out of town or something. You know, the chick that men use and keep in the friend zone in order to the men that men use keep in the friend zone in order to get perks, knowing that that person is way too ugly for them to ever deal with them in a serious manner, so they keep their place. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're worrying too much. This neighbor of yours keeps trying to dominate me, and I'm only wanting to fight back. I feel like maybe I should let it go, but I don't know. I want to prove some. Girl, I don't even talk to my neighbors. What are you talking about? Why? I barely talk to my neighbor. I don't even know their name. I'm like, who? Stop talking to a man. Sprinkle Sparkle. Okay. Should you approach the first men and you're attracted to? Yeah, go ahead and approach the first man and see what happens. Approach a man and see what happens. Or unless you're a man yourself. I don't know. You a man? Is there an exception to approaching the guy first? I feel like butterflies, but then they never. Well, when you're young, you make a lot of dumb mistakes. So I don't know how old you are. So if you're young, you can do whatever you want and just say, you know what? I'm young and dumb. I make mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Okay? That way you know what works and what doesn't work. Okay. Can you imagine a rich man? Can you manage what? How can you manage a rich man to come date you? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so y'all know how like most people like say, okay, well, this is what I want. I'm gonna make this my goals. I'm gonna make my vision board. I'm gonna do my manifestation journal. Okay, y'all be doing all that. Y'all be spending all this time doing all this kind of stuff, but don't spend no time looking like somebody wants you. So y'all got to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So like you see certain types of people, and they don't look like the type of person that a man who has money is going to be with, right? So therefore, you got to make sure that you look like the type of woman that they want to be with. That's it. That's literally it. We end up going out for something or watch something on TV and then both end up agreeing on, wait, what? Okay. How do you feel about slightly colored eye contacts trash your? I don't know what you look like. I used to wear those contacts back in the day because they were sponsored. But if y'all see me with some videos with some contacts, sometimes they were sponsored or sometimes they just want to change the look. But I would never meet a person with fake colored eyes because if they see you without them, sometimes like they only like you because of your eyes. So if it's just for fun, like, you know, taking pictures or whatever, great. But if those aren't your real colored eyes or very close to your real colored eyes, I wouldn't meet someone with colored contacts on because they might have only liked you for the color of your eyes. Unless they're not that unless it's not that noticeable. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you plan on wearing those color contacts forever, and that's just your signature, I don't see that, you know, that's being good. Unless you wear them every day, all day, and that's what you look like most of the time. Dating online, he owns a future business. Can I just start by telling him I want to open another? Why do you always want to talk business to men? Just. Obviously, you don't look good if you got to talk business. Look. If y'all got to lead with business, y'all do not look good. Let me help y'all out. The man should not be thinking about business when they're looking at you, and you should not be thinking about business when you're in the presence of a man. All you need to be thinking about is how good you look and how he's gonna give you his money because of how good you look or how much he wants you. Okay. If y'all are going into this business talk and stuff like that, it's like like y'all are doing it wrong. Talk to business with business people, not the man. Just get the money and put it to wherever you need it to go. Girl, why are y'all talking about y'all's neighbors? Nobody care about those stupid neighbors. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't even know my neighbors. If they doing something you don't like, fix it, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And what does that have to do anything with this video? Nothing. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I'm not answering no more questions. They're getting stupid and stupider. Let me keep on going. Let's see what time it is. I don't even know what time it is, China. Might be late. Yeah. I'll get ready to leave. I forgot how late it was. I'll be sleeping all day, getting up whenever I want. That's not going to be for long, though, because, you know, school starts soon. Okay. He lied about the sponsor, and she started messing with her here right away. Oh, I'm lying about the sponsor. No, I'm not. I'm messing with my hair because if you watch my old videos, I always mess with my hair unless I'm wearing a wig. Y'all trying to read body language? Y'all gonna fail every time. I play with my hair all the time, whether I'm lying or telling the truth. Ask the day ones. They know. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you find a wealthy man? Go to the wealthy neighborhoods, man. If y'all go watch the old videos, y'all will find the sponsored videos. So the evidence is right on the channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't ask me about other people on my channel. That is rude, and I don't care because I don't watch certain people. I don't watch. Just because I have a channel doesn't mean I watch similar channels. Y'all have to know this. Okay. Just because I have a channel, I don't watch similar channels or channels that talk about the same type of stuff. I don't watch them. That would be stupid. Like, why would I watch something that I was doing way before all these other people? All they're saying is a repeat of everything everybody else and already said. So why would I watch them? It makes zero sense, y'all. Just because y'all watch them don't mean I do. Y'all got to think about stuff like that. You think Beyonce out there watching somebody else perform? She too busy doing her own thing. We don't watch each other unless you're trying to compare and be unoriginal. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I don't. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get a man to pay for $400 to get your drip? Girl, just ask him for the money or tell him that you need some money and do whatever you want with the money. Okay, y'all keep. Why don't y'all write down a list of everything y'all need, make a grocery list, and put the amount of money that it costs next to it and give them your grocery list. Why don't y'all do that? Or you can just ask for a lump sum and go do whatever you want with the money. When y'all ask me questions like that, that's why I get mad, because y'all are asking the stupidest questions. How can I get money from someone, $400 for such and such? They don't need to know what it's for. Make it up, lie and tell them what it's for. Okay, tell them it's for something expensive. It doesn't matter. You can't figure out how to get $400. You don't need to be on my channel, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can't literally sit there and think of a lie to tell for a man to give you $400, you don't need to be on my channel. This is how you do this. You say, what is something that costs $400 that I can say that I need, or that I can just get it? What costs that much? What lie can I tell? That's how you do it, okay? You just doesn't have to be honest. You ain't got to tell the truth. Why are you telling the truth in the first place if you're trying to get his money? Just tell him it's for something that's expensive. Tires. Tell him it's for going to the doctor or to the dentist or whatever you want. It doesn't even matter. Just lie and get it and go do what you need to do. You need to learn how to lie, ma'am. If you don't know how to lie, there's no hope for you. Okay. Y'all be lying to y'all bosses. Y'all be lying to y'all on y'all resumes. Y'all be lying to everybody. But y'all, when it comes to a man, y'all know how to lie. Be lying to your mama, your kids, but you can't lie to no man. Come on now. Gonna lie to everybody but some dusty or some man who can't give you no money. Who was I like in my 20s? Same. Crazier, probably. Crazier and the same. More bold. If you had met me in my 20s, exactly the same, more bold. Do what I want. Oh well, on to the next. I don't care. If you can't do it, get out of my way. You know, same. How you get a man to learn his lesson without having to use another man for it? First of all, we are not here to teach men lessons unless you're getting paid as a teacher, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We don't teach for free. You want a lesson taught? Then pay. Because teachers don't get paid enough as it is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, that's that pygmy attitude. Y'all always want to give something for free. Now y'all want to be a teacher for free. Teaching lessons. If he's not learning his lesson on his own or some other way, why are you teaching him? You don't need to teach him nothing. If he's learning because of something that you did that was unconscious, then great, whatever. But at the same time, we don't seek to teach lessons. Either the lesson is there or it ain't. Advice on keeping long, healthy friendships. Don't ask me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you not get exhausted from these pygmy questions? Been doing this too long. Yet, because they're the same questions everybody else always asks, so they're easier to answer. But I've answered them so many times. Y'all just get my book or watch the older videos. Everything you need to know is already there. So it's not a big deal for me. When do you start cooking for a man? When he hire you as a chef and pay you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When he hires you as a caterer, a chef, private cook, private chef, that's when. Okay. First of all, I hate the word hubby. It's disgusting. I don't even know why people say that. Sorry, y'all. It's one of my pet peeves. Also, I'm not trying to rush to no kitchen to show him some skills to cook for him. That is not how I was raised. Okay. We weren't raised to rush into a kitchen to cook for some man. In fact, make it taste nasty so they don't ever like make what you gotta do is you burn the food, drop the plates, they'll never ask you to cook again if you don't like cooking. If you like to cook, if you want to cook for your man, whatever, make sure you're getting compensated. Okay? Get your money. Make sure you have the finest cookware. Make sure you have all the kitchen utensils that you desire. Make sure that you have quality foods to cook. Then make sure that you have the nicest apron and the fanciest kitchen. And then make sure you have everything you ever wanted in your dream kitchen. And then you cook something that he doesn't like to eat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But if you like to cook for your man, then cook for him as soon as you need to show some skills because the other stuff ain't working for you. Okay. Usually women rush to the kitchen when the man start losing interest in their looks and all this kind of stuff, or start making some stupid comments about, oh, I bet you can't cook, or I bet you can cook, or something like that. Like, oh yeah, I cook, I can. Like that's kind of like a way to get them to kind of make you go and do some work and get, wife treatment without actually being wifed or whatever. Look, I can't cook. Send me the cooking lessons. They cost this much. No, you can cook, but give me that cooking lesson money. All right, here's some money. Go take some cooking lessons. Great. You go shop and buy whatever you want, clothes, whatever. Oh, what'd you learn in cooking class? Oh, I learned this, and that. Though the whole time you know how to cook, but you gonna milk it. Get your own money and save it up. And guess what? Oh, well, what have you learned from all this cooking class? Let me see what you can cook. Then cook something like very plain and blah. That cooking school didn't teach how to cook certain types of food. So I'm gonna need to go to this other one. It's more expensive though. Mm-hmm. You said, can I cook, Shira? No, I don't cook. Unless I'm paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless I want to, like, the kids want something every now and then, but I'm not really cooking on a regular basis. But you said only when you get tired of eating out, DoorDash. So who cook? I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, y'all mean like y'all literally go to y'all's kitchen and cook food every day? We just get on the phone and order what we want, ma'am. It'll be delivered. Only cook when we get tired of ordering food. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are women so shocked that people like women don't cook all the time? Like cooking is a job, ma'am. You said cook up a happy marriage. Yes. Order out. You want one of those men who take pride in their cooking? Yeah. You cook every single day, every single meal because I'm picky eater, single though. Okay. I don't know. Like it couldn't be me. I ain't doing all of that. It's too much work. Can I tell you a story where you were like, yeah, I'm that bee every day, all day? But I wouldn't say I'm that bee. I never talked like that about myself. What do I do all day? Whatever I want. A typical day for me, get up, get something to drink, either make coffee or tea or whatever I drink in the morning, check my emails or see what's on TV, watch a movie. Mm. This is summer though. It changes as school year starts. So summer is more of a relaxation time. And I could either shop online or go shopping, order some DoorDash, watch some movies. If I want to go live, I'll do my hair and makeup or, throw on a wig. See if the kids want to go do something. If not, then, read a book, do whatever. Just really nothing. But, when school starts back, I'm going to be getting up early, doing the most. Okay. Did you learn things from your older sister too when you were young? Doesn't everybody young learn things from their siblings when they're young? Who cleans your house? Maids? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, we have cleaning services. You definitely need a wig with all of that. Oh, I know I don't need a wig, but sometimes having a wig is easier for me because I don't have to sit and make sure my hair looks how it should look or just throw the wig on. It's a lot of work. How do you handle culture that encourages 50-50 relationship? Leave that culture. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you get married, does the husband want sex more often? Nope. Because you're married and you tell him whatever you want and he got to do it or else you can divorce. It's like, nope, not today. Nope, not tomorrow. Nope, 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 nope. It just depends on what you want. They'll go with whatever you want. You said cancel that culture. Yeah. For me, my culture does not determine how I make my decisions because I'm an individual person and I can disagree with the culture. If you're a part of a culture, you can still disagree with it. So that's how you handle it. Agree to disagree. How do you make your husband feel special? Lie. Lie to them. Tell them what they want to hear. Has it ever crossed your mind to divorce your man? I think every day, most married people, not every day, but every once in a while, most married people, they The same thing. I mean, how many married couples do you know that never mentioned or thought about the word divorce? When you get married, it's automatically put into your vocabulary. Now, if you're single and not married, the word divorce never comes up. Why? Because why would it? The word breakup comes up a lot. But when you get married, then the word divorce comes up sometimes. So a lot of people use it for leverage to get what they want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. It doesn't come up that often unless a strategic way to get leverage. How do you celebrate your man's birthday? A cake and some candles and a gift. That's it. How do you introduce your wealth to a provider that is getting more serious, asking for marriage? I have homes and cars he has not seen. My family will not lie for me. Make sure he has more wealth. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not marrying somebody that ain't got nothing. Like, before I get married, you got to have money so you give me some money. If you have all that stuff, obviously he has, I don't know who has more. I don't know. Whoever got more, obviously they need to get a prenup. But I couldn't marry, like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. You that rich, why you even need a husband? Just have some little playthings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where do I have mentorship program? Do I look like I have mentorship program? Do I look like a mentor? What? Who in their right mind wants me as a mentor? The only people I am responsible for are my children. I'm not like a mentor to y'all, like literally. Y'all can't. You said no one. Exactly. Nobody wants me as their mentor. Who wants me as a mentor? That's crazy. I'm trying to fix my hair. Nobody want me as no mentor. Y'all be, because first of all, y'all are in the same situation. You know what I'm saying? Also, everybody's different. You got to use common sense and whatever I'm telling y'all on these videos and make it work in your life, not doing exactly what I did, because that's not going to work because y'all have the exact same circumstances. Okay. You said, can I block Jamal character? Why do most men cheat and why are most women so naive? Most men cheat because they're men. Most women look past their cheating because men will pay for them to look past their cheating. And a broke man gonna cheat just like a rich man gonna cheat, so you might as well get paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Women aren't naive, they're strategic. Now, if they're not getting anything out of it, then they're naive. You know, if you're not profiting off of his cheating, then you're naive. If every time he cheats, you don't get something that you really want, then you're naive. because you're going to be with a broke dust, so he's going to cheat anyway, and you're not going to get nothing because he can't afford to buy you anything. But if a rich man cheats on you, or if a man cheats on you with some money, you can get whatever you ask. So it's not really being naive if you're getting something out of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And y'all don't realize this, but most of y'all who think y'all have faithful husbands and stuff like that, or faithful boyfriends, and they, let's say they cheated on you, would you leave? Start all over with someone else to cheat on you too? Or would you collect your money and pass go? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What do you do if he pays for you but decided to co-sign for another woman? First of all, I don't care enough to know his business on that level. And if I did find out that he co-signed for another woman, then I'm going to have 2 cars. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. You said your husband is probably somebody else's boyfriend? Hilarious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Please, he wants to marry you, but it's afraid you will leave him for somebody else. He rich though. What? I don't understand this. Just lie to him then, girl. Tell him what you need to hear. You remember that one video where your husband was talking about give me the number to that divorce lawyer when you were like, okay. Yeah, I remember that. Well, you know, when you go live sometimes and people could walk into the room and say anything, there's a strategy behind everything. If you threaten divorce for somebody to get them to do what you want, they're going to do what they want. They're going to do what you want. So if I had the number to the divorce attorney, that means I was saying, well, then let's get a divorce. And guess what? So I can get my way. Don't y'all know that's how married people argue? And some of y'all ain't never been married before, so y'all don't know. When you're in a marriage, you use it for leverage. Okay? Ask any married woman. Mm-hmm. If a man is willing to give you money, just take it down. Yes, just get your money, girl. If you're single and you have a boyfriend and y'all argue, don't you threaten to break up with him several times to get what you want? So it changes when you're married because you can't break up with the husband, but you can divorce them. You see? So of course we have to use different words in order to get what we want. Yeah, I kept going. I was so unbothered. Like, you ain't going nowhere. When you already know they ain't going nowhere, you don't sweat, you don't care, because it's just a bluff. People always say stuff, they don't ever go nowhere though. What if you threaten to divorce and he's like, okay, divorce me then? I'm not paying for the divorce lawyer. Whoever paid for the lawyer, they really want a divorce. That's how I'm going, because you know I ain't paying for nothing. You want a divorce? Go call the lawyer. Start the payments. When you start talking about payments, don't nobody want to say nothing. So there you go. That's how you know it's a bluff, because there ain't nobody pulling out their wallets to pay. Like, I'm not paying for divorce. I'm gonna be here as long as I can. You want a divorce, you have to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said her fans married dudes they don't even like. They like their money, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, this like mentality, like some guys don't realize, because men are visual creatures and they actually have to like you to do certain things with you. Unless they're, you know, gold digging men. But women don't marry because they like you. They marry because of what you can do, your lifestyle, what you can give them, the money you have. Okay? They can like themselves. That's one thing y'all don't realize. Women are very different from men. We see life totally different than y'all. You gotta look at a woman, be attracted to her, like her personality, to want to be with her, marry her, and give her this and that. A woman just gotta see that you can provide for her, to be comfortable and give her what she wants. Then she'll take you. Men, they're too picky. That's why they always lose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You too picky, you always gonna lose, because while you over here being picky, somebody gonna get what you was trying to be picky about. Should you ever drive to see a guy, or should I always make him? It just depends on how far you live and how often you're going over there, and if it's a one-way situation. Honestly, it just depends. The guy should definitely do more of the driving to make sure that he's visiting you. Either way, I mean, if you want to get some money, ma'am, then, you know, drive on, bam. If money come with that drive, get in your car, go get your money. And you getting jewelry and gifts with each drive, I don't see a problem, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whenever someone gives you something, money, materials, you turn to a people pleaser. How can you stop that? Get money from several people, and then it won't be such a big deal. Can you please make a video specific for 18 to 21-year-olds? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would I make a video for those ages? Y'all can't even get into the bar. Y'all can't even get nowhere. Barely. That's when you're gathering your common sense and making mistakes. Okay? But if you have a wise teacher or somebody smart, you look at other people's lifestyles to see how they got there. And if you're smart, you're going to plan how you're going to get to the lifestyle that you want. That's it. So, your age, you need to know what you don't want, first of all. You don't want nobody that can't pay for you. You don't want nobody that wants you to pay for bills. You say, okay, in 5 years from now, what type of person do I want to be with? How do I want to be living? And am I going to be getting everything I want? That is the type of man that you need to choose in order to get those things. So when you're that young, you need, okay, I'm not getting pregnant. In 5 years from now, this is the kind of car I want. And 5 years from now, this is the type of house I want to live in, the type of neighborhood I want to live in, the type of man I want to be dating. That way, whenever you're out and about, you're not dealing with losers, because you have a mental picture of what it is that you're aiming for. And whatever you're aiming for, if a Dusty can't provide it, if this dude over here can't provide it, if pretty boy over there can't provide it, and this dude over here can't provide it, you don't even waste your time bothered or talking to those men. When you see the man that you know can give you the lifestyle that you see in your mind, ding, 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 you're going to attract him, because it's already here and it's sending out vibes into the universe to bring that person to you. If you don't have a plan, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know the type of lifestyle you want, if you don't know none of that, then how are you going to attract him? So write down what you want, how you see yourself in 5 years from now, what kind of car you're driving, da 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 da. And it will weed out all the people that will not bring those things to you, or most of them. Okay. You won't even be attracted to those people that can't give you those things or to get you there. That's how you make decisions at 18 through 21. Okay. You can date, but don't take those men seriously. Don't ever take them seriously. Like, okay, you're just for dates. You're not long term. I don't get emotionally attached to you. When you see somebody that can give you what you want, that's when you start dating someone for your future potentials. Okay, sparkle, sparkle. What if he can't provide because he's too young, but has that mentality? Then wait till he can provide, man. Like, I mean, if y'all dating someone your own age is practice, unless you like that lifestyle of dating your own age. You know what I'm saying? That's why usually people meet each other later on in life when one of them already got money or close to it. Okay. Yeah. What do you do if you get emotionally attached to someone who is all words and minimal action? Then you got attached to their words. So read their books. Spark if they write. Read their books if you like their words. Sparkle, sparkle. All right. Will you cover the? I don't even know what that is, ma'am. I don't watch the news. If y'all are asking me about like, I'm in my own world, ma'am. We're at the age where we can decide what we want to watch on TV, and we never have to see a news story. My social media is set up where it doesn't give me anything that I didn't ask for. So I don't know what y'all are talking about when y'all telling me about stuff that's going on, like out there. Oh, whenever I'm driving, if I see a flag half down, I know something happened. That's all I can tell you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how I know something happened when I see them flags half down. So, ooh, what happened? Because I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You was wondering what if your provider becomes abusive and you're married. They got these things called whip-ins and stuff like that. They got these classes called self-defense and stuff like that. They got these phones you can call, your family members on and put them on speakerphone and stuff. They got these things called recording devices where you can record stuff. They got all this new technology you can use, man. Sparkle. And then when you got all the stuff that you need, you can do whatever you need to do with it to get, what you need out of life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How can you get a guy to spend money on me before getting your number? For instance, if I'm asked out at the mall or you got to act, ma'am. You got to act like you want something that you don't have the money for and see if they buy it for you. Okay? Okay. You said women get attached to unworthy men. That's why you need more than one. That way you're not super attached. You know what I'm saying? If you got let's say you have 3 or 4 of them. Okay, you might like this one, you might like that one, you might like this one, you might like this one. You're not going to be attached to all of them. Okay? And it helps lessen the attachment. if you get attached easily. So it lessens the attachment. So therefore, when you're ready to go or when you leave, it's like, well, who cares? I'm not that attached anyway because I had options. But then when you look at different cultures, they're allowed to have more than one wife. So they don't get super attached either. But when a woman does it, it's a problem. But they don't talk about it when men do it. So who cares? In some cultures, you're allowed to have several wives. They don't call that bad. And then in some countries, oh, you know, how do you stop being emotionally attached? Several, just like the men do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, is said that a woman is either a victim or a villain. Can you throw more light into that? The victim or the villain? Why not be both? Collect your money on both ends, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Why can't you be both? You can be a victim when you need to be a victim, because it's called acting. And then you can be a villain when you need to be a villain, if that's what you want. Either way, do what you want. Mm-hmm. He said some indigenous tribes have women, some indigenous tribe women have multiple men for lovers. Mm-hmm. He said victim and villain at the same time. Exactly. Isn't that how most villains start? As a victim? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How you feel about married men, someone you don't like, but they're rich and obsessed with you? How would you work this? Would you avoid altogether? It just depends on what they were going to do for me. Like, what are you going to give me? What are you doing for me? Can you get something out of it? How do you handle an argument femininely? If you want to handle something femininely, just don't talk. Just don't talk at all. Just act like they hurt your feelings. I don't believe in karma. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Women release different hormones during sex that makes them attached to men. Yeah. And you know what? Not if you're drunk, you ain't gonna remember. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What happens if you drunk, don't even remember them? Are you attached to them still? Or what if you have several? You know, you still attached? Them hormones still letting off? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, because if that was the case, all the prostitutes that sleep with men for money will be attached to them. It may be true if you sleep with them over and over, but one time, nah. You gotta do it more than once or twice for that to take place. What do you do when placing the victim? What? Playing the victim? Your boyfriend accuses you of being manipulative. I always tell people I'm manipulative. Like, yes, I am. I have to be dealing with you. Flip the script, man. I have to be manipulative with you. I can't just sit here and be honest because you always try to do this and do that. So I got to manipulate you. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to stay in bed with you. So if I can't manipulate you, then guess what? Bye. I go manipulate somebody else. And usually if you're upfront and honest about manipulating them, they try to say, okay, well, how can we do this without anyone having to manipulate anyone? You got to be able to communicate in a certain way that's acceptable to me. And my answer is my answer. If you don't like it and you want to change it, you can't try to change my mind through manipulation. That's just it. If you want to talk and reason with someone, that's different. If you can't reason with someone and you can only manipulate and you can't reason with someone, it means you're not skilled at changing people's minds through your own reasoning. Your best friend asks you about dating this way for money and then judge me for when I answer. I don't like talking about it with them on purpose, so I don't. How should I handle them asking me? Just be unapologetic about it. So you know what? Y'all can date broke. Y'all can date whoever y'all want. Okay? Y'all can date for 50-50, whatever. I'm going to date how I want. And if y'all want to judge me, that's great. That's fine. But I'm going to be getting paid while y'all be doing the most for the least. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Own it. You have to own if that's who you really are and that's how you want to date, own it. Stop apologizing for what you want. Stop apologizing for how you are. If you can't accept yourself, nobody else will. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you care? Own it. They can't talk about you if you already told them that what you're doing. Like, this is what I'm about. You don't like it? Go over there with Pygmisha now. Bye. No one cares about the time. I told you I sleep all day. Y'all got to go to work in the morning. Go ahead. Go to sleep. Go to bed. I started late. Yes. So, what kind of seducer am I? It just depends on the man. How do you accept chivalry, show your respect, and then what? I don't know. What? Pay them bills. Okay. What if your boyfriend accuses you of cheating because you're talking to multiple men? Is he paying all your bills, ma'am? Is he doing several things for you so where you don't have to cheat? Okay. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Get ready to get up out of here. You got a rich man around you. How do I use that to your advantage to get money? I don't know. You know what? You know what rich men like? When you sing, go to karaoke and go sing. Get on. Start singing. If you could sing. If you can't sing, I don't know, lip sync, do something. I don't know. I want to go somewhere different. Let's go karaoke. Then get up on the stage. Get that mic. Sing. Yeah, have fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye. Let's see. It's on a 15-second delay, so I'm waiting 15 seconds. Y'all don't comment anymore because I'm not gonna be able to read it. Leave it on for 15 more seconds. But thank y'all so much for watching the video. I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all later.